Morning, Nigel. Just eating me a macadamia nut cookie. Good stuff. Got little chunks of white chocolate in it. The Jimmy Kimmel Show's been canceled. Yep. To give you an idea, the Jimmy Kimmel Show has been on since 2003. That's crazy. I got a couple videos of that pulled up. All because he couldn't keep his trap shut. I mean, surely Jimmy must have known that him and Trump were friends, right?
Stay put, Joe.
That looks cool. That's the Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Let's ride together. I'm fired up. Go crazy, Buzzball.
Oh, it's Rocket.
Vibranium blade. Hunter slash. Clearing skull. Hunter strike.
This looks a little too cluttered. I don't know how they can change that, but in my honest opinion, I think the game it looks way too cluttered for having like 2 and 3 player. It looks too cluttered. There's a lot going on the screen and it's hard to see. Oh, Wolverine's in it. Whatever the hell that is. I don't know what this is. I know it's part of Thor's universe. I'm just not sure who he is. I don't know who she is either. Or him. Is that She-Hulk? Weird. Venom's in it. Of course, Venom's always going to be in it. Yo, if Rocket League could get away from like football or soccer, I feel like Rocket League would be a great racing game. Oh, it's a Sonic one. That's pretty cool. Man, this is banging. This is nice. This is a good trailer. Oh, you'll get him. That much I know. I've been playing Borderlands and absolutely loving it. I don't know why, dude.
任務は遂行する。
この守りを崩せるか。
作戦開始。
Oh, so yesterday, you know how the stream cut out? So the internet went out again, over and over and over again. I kept getting notifications from Xfinity saying, we're aware of an internet outage. Internet outage fixed. Aware of an internet outage. Internet outage fixed. Aware of an internet outage. Outage fixed. And I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Are they using that shit like, they're using a new fiber wire like dental floss? Like, what are they doing? They finally got it fixed. Bro, you way too big to be doing that with that little knife, the little comb. I'm not gonna lie though, the combat looks real clean. I'm not a big Street Fighter person.
Here comes a new challenger. Here comes a new challenger.
What the? That was crazy. Whoa, what is this? Creators of Night, what did I say? Nightgale? Nightgate and Last Voyage. I don't know those games. Oh. Yo, this looks awesome. I don't know why, but this looks amazing to me. Yo, I kind of want to play this. This reminds me of those old 3D animations that you would see with like the, oh man, it's kind of crazy. I don't remember what they were called. They had like the balls that would bounce off of stuff at the right time to make the music. And like it had the violin and like the chords on like a platform, and they would, you know, go on the skateboard. It was like 3D animated. Like a whole thing. That looks crazy. Little Nightmares. I have found mixed things about it having a co-op and it not having a co-op. So I don't know what the hell it has. I don't know if it has co-op or if it doesn't. awful. Ooh, got smooshed. Damn, that comes out a lot. Here we go, boys. Look at this pile of garbage. Look at this Garbo. Woo woo, Garbo. Wow, look at this Garbo. Isn't this the same trailer they already put out? It's a shame that this game is going to be Garbo. The developers are Garbo, so the game must be Garbo. It's a shame that Sucker Punch wants to sit here and advocate for violence. You know? Darn. If only we lived in a time where people were getting fired because they're advocating for violence. Forza. Yo, how's it going, Chase? That's right. Go to... Is it this one? The Forza one isn't yours. I'd have to get in contact with the creator of that content. I'd have to send them an email, but I'll react to whatever you post me that's yours, or whatever, like, if you post something that is, let me see, hold on. What the hell is this? Let's see. Army. I thought you had a video that was, I remember seeing it. I thought. Thought you had more of your videos. I did react to the Rocket League and the Street Fighter, though, because those were both IGN. Ah! There we go. Yeah, we'll get that one right up here. Hold on. Yeah. Is that... What is that? Go ahead and kill that. I don't know. I see a strong female character, and I'm like, I don't know about this, guys. Loser, that's what you get. Advocate for death in my country. Do it. You see what happens. Boop. There we go. Well, look at this Garbo game.
I will take your head.
Why is there just a wolf following this lady around? Like, I don't understand that. Was that a gun? Okay, enough watching this slopper. Let's go. Oh, wait a minute. We need to keep all the Jimmy Kimmel stuff together. We're gonna make fun of this joke. We're gonna slurp off of its teat and make fun of him as much as we can. Move him up. If we finish this off before 11:30, we might play some Borderlands, but I don't know. This looks good.
Acheron is a new team-based PvP game where 15 teams of 3 fight to ascend a
Never mind. Nope.
Fat Cooch Eater. Today we are playing Forza.
Yo, that name!
Doing a auction house strip challenge. Which how is this gonna work? Is that our budget is gonna be 40,000 credits, and we have to see who has the better.
How did you get away with that name?
And whatever car you get, you can't change the tune. You can't change the tune at all, no matter if it has the tune or not. And we have to be in S1 class. So let's get started. So everyone go to the
Check out Icy Chase Games. Give him a like. Ain't got no likes on that video yet. We're gonna go ahead and fix that.
Then we'll meet back up at the festival.
Oh, it's Ford. That's a Ford? Oh, it is a Ford, huh?
And I like how it goes to my Twitch on my computer, so then I can literally edit it when I'm done.
OG Forza right here. It's OG Forza? The original one, isn't it?
Yeah, because it just goes straight to Twitch from my destination. You know what? Since you got the 240, I'm gonna get the Mitsubishi Goliath. What's it called? VR4. I'll grab that.
Yo, that little car looks crazy.
Collect car.
There's no way that has like that's gotta have like a top speed of 30.
And we're gonna do series of different drift zones as well. So we're gonna do a couple drift zones, a race, a drag race, all in one thing with just that one specific car we have to use. Oh, it was Mitsubishi I got. That's right. My car comes with 535 horsepower.
I call cap on that. Cap.
Yeah, that is not a lot for me. Oh, it actually has a Japanese livery too. That's kind of cool. I spent exactly 40K as well, so. Alright, so drift zone. Alright, yeah, you should be able to be spawned in. Oh, I'm right here. Wait. Yeah, I'm right here. Okay, so our first challenge is this drift zone right over here. So let's
Do you have to be in the drift zone? Can't you just do donuts in like the road?
Yeah, this thing's underpowered a little bit, especially for having under 5.
Yo, there ain't no way that car getting over 30. Ain't no way.
Turn right.
Oh. So does the rain make it worse? I feel like the rain would make it worse.
Okay, we're gonna start right here. All right, I guess you'll go first. That was a bug noise I just heard on your car.
Oh!
Damn!
Oh, this collision. Now we're talking.
I hate there's no ghost. There's no ghost as well.
Oh!
Oh god. How many points you got?
There you go.
I got 39. So I got 1 point. So 1 point to 0. Alright, our next one is gonna be a PR stun jump.
You don't talk.
Whoever gets jumped the furthest. I wonder what the drag race is gonna be like when we do the drag race later on. I'm quick for the acceleration. Oh my god. That was literally a reverse entry on purpose.
Turn right. 100 yards.
Oh
keep
my
left.
god, that was clean.
400 yards. Turn left. Turn left.
Ooh, you got a skill point. Nice.
Alright, so we do need
In 200 yards.
Oh, that looks like a terrible place to drift.
Oh yeah, okay, so we don't
You found a tree, huh?
Where the road is up here.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Alright. I'll go first, I guess.
You're probably right.
You have arrived at your destination.
Okay, that's not bad. I got 286. Oh, that was close too, but it's 2-0. That was kind of close, actually. You know what? We could do a speed trap, which is right here. That would lead us to the speed zone.
Turn around.
We'll go at the same time, because why not?
Oh. Oh.
200
I have some.
yards.
I have
keep
good
left.
acceleration, but I think we might have to speed
Left.
actually.
200 yards. Keep left. Keep left.
Don't hit me.
You have arrived at your destination.
180. I got 164. Hey, I beat you, but you got way more speed than I did. That's crazy. So now it's 2-1, and then now we're gonna do the speed zone that's right in front of us. I will just go ahead and go at the same time. So 3,
Oh, there's another person.
2, 1, go.
100 yards. Keep left.
Everyone's one. This is 180.
In 400 yards. Bear left.
I'm in
Keep
first
left.
person for this one.
In 200 yards.
Hey,
keep
man.
left.
Hats off to you. I wish I could have a house to install solar on it. You get to save so much money. I've heard that if you do get it and it does save you money, and it does, if you do get it and
I
you
hate this
have
game.
it installed, it can save you a lot of money.
I got
Jesus
90.
Christ.
I got 89. Let's just say on that corner, it may literally because of the undiscovered PR stun.
Oh, bro, that rain is just awful.
400
I
yards.
love the ton of
Turn
noise
left.
in this game.
Turn left.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, I was on 22. I'm gonna flip to 4.
Oh!
Damn. Save it.
In 400 yards. Bear left.
If this was a racing event, it wouldn't be
Keep
slow.
left. In 200 yards. Turn left.
Bro, you'll be saving so much money. Oh, the mud! Not the mud! Ah!
200 yards. Turn right. Turn right.
I'm gonna see what it
Ooh, that was clean.
You have arrived at your destination.
is. Oh, it's a bucket list. Bro, so you're telling me we drove all the way here just for a bucket list? all the way over there.
Oh, thank God. Oh, this looks so much better. Dude, that rain sucks. I'm sorry, but that rain sucks.
Came from for nothing.
Ooh.
Oh God, that's too fast, too fast, too fast. Too
Oh! 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 If he didn't hit the tree! Oh, if he did hit the tree, that would have been so clean!
fast. Surface Paradise, North City Circuit.
You doing a circuit? Or is that it?
So how this is gonna work, since this is not a team, it's basically
Look at that
whoever
car!
gets-
Whoa! Wait a minute! Look at that car!
Whoever beats the other person.
Dev,
Don't know how it does. I think
Dev. Bro, ain't no way that car going that fast. Ain't no way. Sure, whatever you say. I just seen that car beat like $400,000 cars. No. No inclusivity here, damn it.
That was terrible.
That's a Ferrari, bro. There ain't no way. That car looks crazy. It looks like a Hot Wheels car. Ugh. Bro, that guy's defensive driving is spot on. If you don't know what defensive driving is, it's whenever you maintain a specific spot. It's used a lot in NASCAR, and you got to use the back of your car to keep people behind you.
No! I was right there. Well,
Damn,
I
third.
guess if you guys want to,
I feel like there was no way anybody was getting past this Ferrari. There's no way. The guy was just too spot on with his defensive driving.
get a 240 SF, especially in freaking yellow, kind of like a yellow color. Well, congratulations that you won this video, and make sure you guys like,
Nice.
comment, subscribe. What do you think?
Check out IZ Chase Scapes. Bushka. Is that? I think that's all the gaming stuff, right? Yeah. Yeah. We got some Bigfoot vlog time. Check them out. Bigfoot vlog time. It's a new video. He just uploaded this one.
Baka's broke cousin with Wi-Fi strapped.
If you're watching this Bigfoot vlog time, just know that it's not you. It's not just you. A lot of the big YouTubers are complaining that their view count is damn near halved what it was originally. So don't get discouraged. Keep up the great work. You're doing a great job. Just be aware that you're not the only one who's suffering. If things look weird, trust me, there's a lot of big YouTubers that want to know what the heck's going on as well.
his head.
Bro, your taste cheaper than gas station nachos.
Yeah.
At
Damn!
least I ain't out here rocking zero drip looking like a snow mop with teeth.
Yo! A snow mop with teeth! Oh!
22K subs. We legends. Yeah, legends are looking dumb on camera.
So how we celebrating, huh?
Liquor, bruh. Humans do it, why not us? Heard about the world's strongest liquor.
Moonshine?
Now you got my attention. Bet. Let's hunt it down.
Bruh, this gonna be chaos.
But where?
Bruh, let me cook. Liquor hides where souls cry. Bruh, That's Walmart. Hey, fam. Why are you watching and not subscribing? Hit subscribe, or I'll come and smash
Yo!
myself.
We are definitely hitting up Walmart on these baddies for the ultimate liquor run.
Bam! Liquor hunt just turned into jungle NASCAR.
Bruh, they acting like they've never seen premium shoppers before.
Mommy, what's that?
Hey, buddy.
God damn,
here
why
for
do they look like
shopping.
they've been fighting?
Bruh, where the hell do humans hide their liquid courage?
Probably next to your drip, aka non-existent. Bro, that ain't liquor. That's a boss battle in a bottle. Bruh.
Yo! Yo, this is good stuff. This is probably the best one I think I've seen so far.
Bruh.
This is a banger.
Just pulled Excalibur from Walmart.
Bro, am I tripping or is that Bigfoot in aisle 7?
Mommy, is that Chewbacca?
Shh, keep walking.
Bruh, they watching. Hide it. Armpit ain't camouflage.
Mommy, Chewbacca's stealing juice.
Smooth ain't in your vocabulary, huh? Fam, where the
Your
hell they
vocabulary?
hide the eyes?
Act normal. Normaler than this.
They got so much. They got so much. They stealing it? Oh man, you can't do that on camera.
The hell?
Bruh, 2 hairy dudes with liquor, no receipt. Bro, the bottle, it's glowing in your armpit. Hide that thing.
Come on, just gotta hide this. Fur is thick. Nobody saw that, right? I am a master of stealth. I am invisible.
Keep moving, bruh. Doors don't judge.
Bruh, banner looks like we just robbed a church. No way, was that Bigfoot? Yay, we did it! Strap in, fam, we riding dirty.
Hold it steady, bro. We ain't losing this bottle in the jungle.
Oh,
Brew, history stars here. For the subs who have always been there.
yo, let's go. 20K.
Brew, tastes like lava and bad decisions.
Ooh,
My tongue just filed for divorce.
yo, that is some thick stuff.
Brew, we dragons now.
Soon you'll be fire breathe. You'll be rockets.
My
That's
eyes
right.
just turned into hot Cheetos. Bruh, gravity just RKO'd me. It confessed its love for me.
Why is Bigfoot crying?
Cardio betrayed my organs. Bro, nah, this ain't real life. And E will always love brrr. Brrr. You, my Cardi twin flame. Fam, don't try this at home. Unless home got airbags. 22K subs celebration gone wrong.
All right, folks, sun's out, vibes are high, and today we're making pizza, forest style. No
Pizza!
delivery, just primal dough domination.
Okay, y'all smell that? That's cheese, that's sauce, that's a pizza prophecy. I'm
Yes,
following the
sir.
trail no matter what. Borrowing your stuff for science.
Bro, if you ain't never had homemade pizza, you are missing out.
You'll thank me, maybe.
That fire is either for cooking
Yo, you ain't even got to tie me up. If you say you making some homemade pizza and you'll give me a slice, you can have whatever the hell you want.
Forest creatures to stay out of hiker snacks. Either way, I'm claiming it. Behold crust, forest style. Perfectly flat, slightly mossy, and totally artisan. Don't judge me. Pioneers would kill for this.
These little red suckers? Forest tomatoes. Kinda. Probably.
Those are raspberries,
Bigfoot
aren't
sauce.
they?
Look at that color, baby.
Nope.
Oh.
That one bit me first. I'm not putting that on anything unless I hate myself.
Yep. That's forest cheese, aged under bark, poorly.
Ugh.
Smells like feet, but hey, it stretches. Kinda counts.
Chef Bigfoot coming in hot. Sauce, cheese, vibes. Get ready to taste the wild.
Ladies and gents, my bark oven hits a
Bark
blazing 12
oven.
degrees eventually. Patent pending.
Why
Don't
is
steal
there
it.
just ketchup on the side of that? What happened there?
Okay, that's not FDA approved.
Pine cone?
That pine cone just filed a noise complaint with my eyebrows.
Shh. You ruined my dough vibes. You hear that? That's flavor begging.
Direct hit, boom, sauce the lens. We saucing now.
Damn,
folks.
that looks so
That's
good.
a personal touch.
Looks
Leave
a
me
little
alone.
chunky.
I'm garnishing. Forest fusion cuisine. Wild. Organic. Questionable.
Hold up.
Questionable.
That ain't part
If you ever get food and the chef says it's questionable, don't eat it.
Who's that? Nobody, and I mean nobody, touches my masterpiece. You want it? You go through me. No!
Oh, it fell.
That was art. That was art. I'm not losing you to gravity. You're still warm. I made you. It died, doing what it loved.
Oh.
Melting in the heat and flying free.
We got one survivor. Look at you. Come here, baby. Papa's got you. Oh. H. I'm officially Italian now. Where's my passport, Mamma Mia? Either pizza party, or someone's mad. Mad. They'll be fine.
Why does that
Nature's
guy look
character
like
building.
Markiplier?
That's it for today, folks. Pizza conquered. Campers, not my problem. See ya next slice.
W video. Bigfoot vlog time. Check it out. Boosh. So this, I don't know if you've actually seen the Witcher series, but it was great up until Henry Cavill no longer worked for, the franchise. And then I stopped watching it.
Sure, everyone. Remember how we were all super excited to get this awesome...
And I was so excited for the show, too. The first season was so good.
big budget TV adaptation of one of the most beloved dark fantasy series of all time. Remember how cool it was that Henry Cavill was playing Geralt of Rivia because he was...
From what I understand, Henry Cavill did mess with the script quite a bit, but I feel like it didn't take away, it added. Like, he was a really good character as Geralt. He actor as Geralt, sorry.
He was a massive fantasy nerd and a huge fan of the Witcher books.
He was.
Remember tuning in
He
for
is.
that first season and slowly realizing the narrative was a confused jumble of absolute nonsense that jumped backwards and forwards all over the place with zero explanation.
I didn't really like the story. I liked the character. It's kind of like if you just jumped in and played The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I got in and played it just for the gameplay, and I just loved it. It's kind of like that. You can just jump in, and you hear all this like scientific stuff about these creatures, and then you see Man of Steel, Superman, fuck them up with swords, and then you're just like, oh, that's cool.
By the occasional mildly entertaining Monster of the Week adventure, and half the major characters were race swapped because Netflix, and Yasuke was now an insufferable prick that made you want to gouge out your own eyeballs in sheer frustration, and you could never tell where you were in the world because every single village and town contained the same baffling melting pot of ethnic diversity as a modern day American city, and for some reason Geralt was relegated to a background character in his own show, and basically the whole thing was a retarded feminist power fantasy written by frustrated middle-aged liberal white women? Yeah, that. Well, good news, because The Witcher is back for Season 4. Well, I say The Witcher, I really mean the Yennefer and Ciri show with a special guest appearance by Geralt of Rivia. Yeah, it's lost its lead actor and the vast majority of its...
Imagine it's gonna get even worse now that Henry Cavill's not there. I'd imagine it's going to be 7 times worse because the original actor for Cavill is Gonzo, and they don't want that to, like, ruin the overall overarching statement that they're trying to push, so...
And probably every shred of fan goodwill.
I lived and breathed this show just for the scenes with Geralt and Cavill. Seriously.
It might have once had, but it's back all the same. And I have to admit, my first thought when I saw the teaser trailer the other day was, why in the Christ-mothering fuck are Netflix still pouring money into this black hole of talent and creativity? Like, who's The Witcher even made for now? Who do they expect to watch this piece of shit? It's not fans of the books or even the games, that's for sure. The show's got about as much in common with the source material as I've got in common with Last Jedi Defenders. It's not fans of the first couple of seasons either, because the handful that actually managed to slog through 3 seasons of this nuclear-grade slag...
I think I got through the first 2 seasons. And then I was like, nope, I'm like, that's all I needed. Because that's around where I learned that Cavill was leaving. And I was just like, oh, then there's not a reason to continue watching it.
Pretty much abandoned ship the moment Henry Cavill bailed out. And don't worry, I'm going to talk more about that shortly.
Because what I was told was it was because they didn't like how much of the script he was editing. And I would imagine it's because the script was dog water.
And it's not for casual fans of fantasy adventure either, because this show abandoned any pretense about being fun, fantasy, or adventure when Blood Origin was excreted out onto our screens. Jesus, that series was so fucking bad, I think it gave me legitimate brain damage. Then again, it might have been the pint of hydraulic fluid that I forcefully drank afterwards. Who can say, really? The point I'm making here is that The Witcher is the deadest of dead horses at this point, and flogging it even harder with each passage.
The best thing that they could have done for this series is ended it with Cavill. Or Cavill. So I keep saying Cavill, it's Cavill. That's the best thing they could have done. Honestly.
Year isn't gonna bring it back to life. At best, you might get an expulsion of decomposition gases building up inside the rotten digestive tract, and at worst, you'd be better off dumping $100 million into a big pile and lighting the fucking thing on fire. At least that way it would look cool for a while. And the thing that's so bally...
Well, that's the thing, is that it did look cool for a while, but now it's just doo-doo.
Hollywood hubris and the message. Honestly, if reincarnation turns out to be real, knowing my fucking luck, I'll come back as myself just so that I have to experience this crap all over again.
No! Oh, please, God, no!
And looking back with the benefit of hindsight, it's pretty obvious now that this show was always doomed to failure.
Yeah.
For a start, there was Andrzej Sapkowski, the author of the Witcher books, and in theory the first line of defense against shitty adaptations. I mean, the guy's a great writer for sure, but also possibly the world's worst fucking businessman, selling the game rights to CD Projekt Red back in '97 for a pitiful amount, and actually turning down a profit-sharing agreement. A decision that cost him tens of millions of dollars in lost royalties.
What, are you retarded?
And by all accounts, his agreement with Netflix was just as retarded, giving him almost no creative control over the show, meaning that it was entirely in...
That's really sad. That's actually really, really sad.
The hands of the showrunners themselves. As he admitted himself, he visited the set a couple of times and offered them some ideas, but the Netflix team never listened to them and treated him like a complete nobody. That's his own words right there, not mine. In fact, lack of respect for Sapkowski and his work was a bit of a running theme throughout the show. As former show writer Bo DeMeo later revealed, the writing team disliked the books and actively mocked the source material for being outdated and problematic. Because of course they did. I mean, just take
That's insane. That's crazy, dude.
look at these fucking people. If this
Bunch of kids.
group of, unique individuals doesn't scream hardcore, gritty, dark fantasy fanatics, then I just don't know what does. You know, one of the problems with hiring a bunch of millennial feminist activists to write your show is that they only really know how to write for a very specific audience. Other millennial feminist activists. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news on this one. In fact, fuck that, I actually love it. But the average fantasy fan doesn't give a shit about your stupid activism and your Southern Californian progressive girl power characters. Notice how the entire focus of the show became Yennefer and Ciri, while Geralt just kind of hung around in the background looking sad. Notice how all the male characters had the same blandly agreeable, mildly neurotic and carefully controlled pussification that you get every single time from writers that have never come within a nautical mile of actual masculine behaviour. The other safeguard that should have prevented this disaster was Henry Cavill, who was a huge fan of both the books and the games.
Well, that's the reason why he's no longer part of it.
The lore like the back of his hand and wasn't shy about letting people know it.
So do you correct people? I don't necessarily.
Ooh.
I am effusive about getting the.
He said what he needed to say, and if people didn't listen, I think that the only thing that he could do to prevent this from being a black mark on his record is leaving the show. And I think he did the right thing. I really do.
Being loyal to the source material. Let's put it that way.
Of course, that stuff made him problematic and difficult for the showrunners, who got butthurt that the actor knew their own jobs better than they did, and soon began to refer to him as a toxic gamer bro who constantly argued and made life difficult for them.
Oh no, how terrible. That's just awful. How terrible. Oh no.
Oh, stop it, guys. I can only like him so much.
Oh my
to
God.
his credit, clearly did his level best.
Say less. I already like him.
Steer the show away from disaster, but one guy can only do so much against that kind of collective retardation, and by season 3, he was done and bailed on the show. And I don't blame him one bit. Being in The Witcher at this point isn't a privilege, it's a...
If you want to sit here and ruin... Like, I don't get why these... And I know why they do it. Why these people get into the positions they're in, and they ruin an already established IP. It's because if they were to make their own source material, not necessarily source material, but if they made their own scripts, it wouldn't sell. Anyone in their right mind would look at it. If you were trying to get a loan from a bank to make a show, and they read the script for it, it wouldn't sell. And they know it wouldn't sell. That's why what they do instead is they go to college and they get into positions of power, and they hire a bunch of people with their same ideals, and they ruin an already established IP because they really think that it's going to sell. They just have to put it out there, and then it doesn't sell, and the entire company goes bankrupt and shuts up its doors because of a few idiots that don't know how to accept that it just won't sell.
Fucking humiliation.
That's how this happens.
Honestly, that guy's career is going to go down as one of the biggest wastes of talent and potential in Hollywood history. He keeps signing on to projects that he's 100% passionate about.
That's what's really sad, is that Cavill has signed up for so many good shows that should have been good, like movies, but they just keep turning out to be crap, and it's not even his fault. He's such an amazing actor. He carries the shows. And it's past time for him to be part of a movie that carries him, or a show that carries him. All he has to do is bring the talent. And it's just sad to keep seeing this happen to Cavill.
All the makings of success, only to get screwed over by incompetent directors and showrunners time and again. And I've no doubt that the same thing's gonna happen to his Warhammer 40k show, because let's be real here, could you imagine for 1 second that...
I don't know how you could... You can't even be in the 40K universe as a female. I think they actually kill the women. I don't think you can join up as a woman. There is no soldiers that are women. It's not even possible. They're all men. Taken
World
from
being
childhood.
realized by writers that are softer than my first shite. And so, what do we have left, dear viewer? Another season of a show that nobody's fucking interested in.
I'm not
A
even
new leading
gonna.
actor who's just a
I didn't watch the 3rd season. I'm not gonna watch the 4th season.
replacement for someone way better. I mean, I like Liam Hemsworth and all that, and he seems like
Oh, they replaced him with Liam Hemsworth. That's pretty good, but bro, you're walking into a shit show. I feel bad for him.
a good lad, but let's be honest here, he's the guy you hire when you can't afford his big brother. The Witcher
Yeah.
at this point feels like some weird holdover from the late 2010s, when race swapping and girl bosses and feminist reimaginings of classic
Oh, they can't hire, by the way, they can't hire his big brother because the show's hemorrhaging money.
were all the rage, instead of shitty relics from a retarded timeline that the rest of us would rather forget. It's a show that somehow managed to cling on to existence like that skid mark you left in your toilet bowl that just won't shift no matter how many times you piss directly on it, and you know you're gonna have to get the bleach and scrubbing brush to finally put an end to.
Jesus Christ, that shit's so funny, dude. That shit's funny. Oh, check out the Critical Drinker. Great video, W video.
Know why? Trying a new strategy. Block
I
it.
don't understand why these Pokemon scalpers just keep doing this to themselves. I just don't get it. The money can't be that good to go through this much headache. It can't be.
I am so desperate. Some shut-eye. But yeah, glad I am Prime Minister of the Salty Spittoon.
Pretty crazy language in a toy section.
You're being a bitch. Why are you being a bitch?
I'm just letting you.
Prime Minister of the
There's
Salty Spittoon.
no way, dude.
It's a lot of sleep boosters.
That's a lot of boosters.
Record you.
Jesus. He's taking the whole goddamn box.
No, don't record me.
It's a lot of sleep boosters.
It's unfortunate.
Why are you being a bitch, bro?
You're being a bitch.
Why are you being a bitch?
I'm just letting you know.
Yo, I would buy that many cards for myself. I've done it before. But why?
I mean, I'm
You're being a
putting on
fucking
blast.
faggot, dude. Recording you.
Oh, bro, that's disgusting.
You're being a faggot, dude.
What a piece
That's
of
some
crap.
Pretty crazy language in a toy section.
You're being a bitch.
Dude, you're in a
bro. Fucking
toy.
recording
That's
you
not the toy section.
You could not have scripted
That's the vendor card section. I
a
wouldn't
better
call that a toy
response here
section.
from the cameraman when he said that's pretty crazy language coming from a guy shopping in the toy section. Absolute cinema. I could feel like the clouds part with a heavenly glow beam down upon this interaction, and I could feel all the gear in that guy's bloodstream starting to dissolve and his muscles shrink in the shame. That is just a textbook checkmate. The only winning move was to no longer play. He just got turbo dunked on there. Because he's absolutely right. Goober,
Bro, if you that fit looking, and you sitting there letting this guy gas you up, the best thing you could do is just be quiet. Just stay quiet. Just keep doing what you're doing and ignore him. That's the best thing you could do. If he's not touching you, it doesn't matter.
out here
Act
spitting
like the adult.
all of this shit, hurling.
Because whenever you sit here and you call people names and stuff, it makes the video get more views. Like, that's why they're doing it. Just stay quiet. Just ignore them.
Slurs peacocking while he is actively in the toy section buying children's Pokemon cards so he can flip
That's not the toy section. I worked at a Walmart. A vendor owns that section. The entire card section is done by a vendor. The toy section is a toy section. That's the front end department. That's not a toy section. It's not like, and the reason why is because that's where most of the security goes, is in that section. Whenever I had to watch the self-checkout aisles, most of my time went towards checking that aisle. I guarantee you. Because they are gung-ho about that section. That's why it's no longer, like, in, like, the board game section.
You cannot get more
damn
pathetic
cards
than
are
that.
expensive.
His entire business relies on buying out Walmart's inventory, so that way
Bro, that's the reason why anytime you go to a Walmart now, dude, the card section's just bone dry. Anytime you go to a Walmart, it's empty. And they don't know, they are none the wiser either. They have no idea what's going on with these cards. They just know that it's selling, so they keep ordering more and more of it. And they're dumb.
He can sell it in his card shop for a markup, probably to kids whose parents bring them there and don't know any better about like them just being exploited by a fucking douchebag like this with these prices. Yeah, spoiler alert, Numbnuts here does have his own card shop, if you can call it that. Apparently it was only started a few months ago, so it seems like it was made solely on a whim to try and capitalize off the absurd Pokemon craze, this hysteria.
That does kind of surprise me, because usually, like, for example, if you have Magic the Gathering cards, you have to have, like, a Wizards of the Coast partnership, even just to sell those cards. I am kind of shocked that he's able to sell those without, and maybe they haven't figured it out yet, but he could get into a lot of trouble selling those.
That's sweeping the globe right now to try and get in on that money machine, suckle on that teat. And based on some of the pictures I've seen, it really feels like it was haphazardly thrown together really quickly to somewhat look like a card business. It's like Ed Gein's furniture made out of human flesh somewhat resembles like a lampshade. A children's product.
I'm just recording you, man. I think there's a reason. You know what you're doing.
No, he's taking the Magic cards too.
I'm a bitch because
I just called you a bitch, bro, and you're not doing anything about it.
Yeah, because
that's the definition of bitch.
I'm not gonna fight you over some.
Why would you want to fight somebody in a Walmart? Do you really want to throw your life away and go to jail for assault? For what? For some cards? He's getting way more. He's gonna get way more out of recording you and uploading you to the internet, obviously, than he ever would putting his hands on you.
You get your ass whooped, bro. You know it.
Okay, maybe I would. Who cares?
Yeah.
You're the degenerate that's taking all the Pokemon cards. Have fun at your store.
Lying about it, pussy.
See how your store goes in a couple months when the bubble pops. Bye.
Imagine sinking so low that you are begging someone to fight you over Pokemon cards.
I've never understood that mentality. I've met a lot of people that have been like super mega aggressive just by saying like 2 words to them. They just immediately want to start fighting you. And it's like, dude, you do realize how dumb you sound, right? I actually had somebody try to do that at the academy. I don't even remember what it was. I think it was about a joke, because me and another guy, we were joking, and then this other, like, it was me and 2 other guys. One of them was making a joke. I made a joke back, and then the other guy got offended. And he's like, dude, I'm gonna beat your fucking ass. And I'm like, I guess. I mean, you really want to do that? And I was like, I'm sorry, I guess. I don't know what you want me to say. It was a joke. And then he kept on, and I was like, dude, what? Like, you're 23. Grow up. What are you doing? You're in college. You do realize that if we get into a fist fight right here, we're both getting kicked. What are you doing? Are you stupid, bro? And he like stopped and he walked off to the side and he thought about it. And this guy was in the National Guard too. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Are you dumb? It's a joke,
Holy
guy.
Moly, goodness gracious, heavens to Betsy. It's unbelievable. The state of this hobby. I know I've said that so much, but it is constantly shocking that I'm...
We're checking out together. I'm a pussy-ass bitch, I'm a dude.
Why does he continue? Okay, so like at this point, I kind of feel like it's his own fault for continuing to follow this guy. Like, it's funny, but why?
It's what girls do? Damn. You seem like a good person. You seem like a stand-up citizen.
Like, you know you're on camera. You gonna toss the slurs
Hey, what's
around?
your store name? You got a store name?
Alright.
He doesn't want to tell you that, but we'll look into it.
That's so funny,
I just
dude.
follow the Pokemon
Jesus.
cards. I was just recording because other people...
So
Let's see the
nobody else
store.
can have it. Scalpers. There are still very many families that don't get access to these cards because
because they're all fucking sold out because of dweebs like this. That's why. They're like, the Target's the same way. You go into Target and that section is just empty. I remember whenever I had money to spend and I was trying to find some just Magic cards, dude, and everything was empty. Walmart, Target. It seemed like the only place you could go to get Magic cards was like a card shop. And they were always so expensive too.
people like this.
Because they're also
when they
doing it.
end up in hands like this guy's, they get priced out. Like
Anytime that I would go to a card shop that I haven't been there, I would always ask them, when their fresh stock of magic comes in. Because if they say, well, it might take some time or whatever, or they say, you know, I've got the exact date, and then they pull out a sheet of paper that shows Wizards of the Coast and it says like all their release dates on it, that's how you know they're legit. They're not scalping you.
It's too expensive because of the markups, because of them flipping it to try and make a quick, easy buck. So it does suck.
Oh, you just bought the Pokemon
No, it
cards.
absolutely
I was just
sucks.
recording because other people want the Pokemon cards.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, he said this guy was a bitch because he wouldn't fight him over the Pokemon cards, and that he wouldn't fight him after he called him a bitch, but now he's gonna tell the Walmart staff that this guy, he's recording me.
That is a pretty good point. That is, I'm sorry to say,
tattletale.
Bitch behavior. It's
Tattletale right there,
speaking,
boys.
Of course. He is exhibiting all the telltale signs.
And you
of
can't
being
get into trouble for recording somebody in a public space. Literally, there's nothing that he can do. You can record somebody in a public space and there's not a damn thing they can do. That's the reason why Walmart has so many cameras.
being a bitch here. He is now whining to the staff about him being recorded.
Because I'm buying too much Pokemon?
Hey, calm down. It's not that.
He goes out of his way to keep engaging. The cameraman is right. You can just check out and leave.
Exactly.
Walmart staff like, hey guys, he's recording me. Can you make him?
What is this? Does he have a little store?
But on his website, I cannot resist shooting spitballs at this. It is actual fucking gold. Look at the...
Help me with a special order and went way above and beyond to make sure I got exactly what I needed.
Testimonials, like the reviews on his site. Blank is the best. Blank, the manager, the guy we saw in this video, personally helped me with a special order and went way
Handsome
above and
too,
beyond to
hands
make
down
sure
the
I got
best customers.
exactly what I needed.
What the fuck?
Plus, not gonna lie, he's extremely handsome too. Hands
Oh,
down,
what
the
a
best
loser.
customer service I've ever experienced. Yeah, I wonder what that special order was. It sounds like these two just fucked. This is from Bianca G. And the other reviews also sound super phony baloney. It just sounds like he wrote this shit himself and then just put random names on it. Also, taking a glance at the inventory here, the selection, it seems like all of it is product from Walmart. It seems like he gets all of his inventory from just going and buying out Walmarts in his area. Like, first availability.
That's crazy.
Crazy. What a loser, man. Big tough...
Man, there's some scalpers, man. Bro's able to afford his gym diet on that. I gotta use the bathroom. BRB. We back. Okay. We back. What the heck was I doing? Oh, there we go. All right. Let's get it. Charlie, he's awesome. I love Charlie. You mean like Moist Critical? Charlie's awesome. I love him. He's funny, charismatic, and he knows how to hammer home. I don't really like that he's willing to make videos 10 minutes long to get that mid-break roll of ads, though. That's my one critique with him. I don't like that it takes him 10 minutes. Usually it takes me a while because I have a lot to say about a topic. And I tend to go over by like 20 minutes. I kid you not. All right. Oh, Charlie Kirk? I think it's an American tragedy that he's dead. I think that people advocating for his death or advocating for violence, they're disgusting human beings that should be deported because they don't know what the American right is of freedom of speech. Even if you don't agree with what he was saying, doesn't give you the right to kill him. That's my view of it. I don't swing either way. Okay, let's get it. So Jimmy Kimmel was fired for comments that he made about Charlie Kirk. And you know what?
Breaking news
Sucks
to
to
bring
suck.
you. ABC is pulling Jimmy Kimmel off the air
Indefinitely. To give you an idea, the Jimmy Kimmel Show's been around since 2003. That's insanity.
Definitely over his controversial comments about Charlie Kirk's assassination. ABC's decision.
You can't sit here and advocate for death and violence. Now, I don't know exactly what he said, but if he got his show pulled, it was probably for a good reason.
Came after Nexstar and soon to be announced Sinclair would be announcing that they would stop airing Kimmel's program. That's a big chunk of Kimmel's stations around the country. Earlier today, the FCC chairman, Brendan.
I read a paragraph saying that he was just about to walk on stage during a live audience and they canceled it. Like the live audience had already purchased their tickets and they were sitting in their seats and he was about to walk out and then.
Carr, who will join us in a moment.
Good. If you want to sit here and make smug comments and advocate for death on a TV show, you don't deserve to have the show. Just like any teacher, lawyer, doctor, paramedic, or firefighter that wants to sit here and advocate for the death of Charlie Kirk, you don't deserve to be in the position that you're in. You're a disgrace.
Action against Disney and ABC over this comment that Kimmel made on Monday, labeling the alleged Charlie Kirk assassin as a MAGA. Take a look.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to...
That's incredibly wrong. Where did he pull that information from? What? That sounds just out of pocket.
Score political points from it.
Not funny and fake news. Sadly, this was not the only vile comment about the Charlie Kirk assassination. On Monday night, Kimmel made this disgusting remark about President Trump's grief over the assassination.
If you don't know, Donald Trump and Charlie Kirk were like best friends. And to be quite frank, I feel like his immediate crackdown in sending in the United States Marines into LA and Chicago, I wouldn't say they were justified, but the reason behind it was reasonable. It made sense.
Look.
This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay?
That's really jacked. That's really just wrong. You know, maybe if you don't have anything nice to say, maybe you should just not say anything at all. Sometimes that's the best thing. And maybe in this instance it would have been, because now you don't have a show.
Now, remember, I have been calling out Jimmy Kimmel's reprehensible comments and dialogue for years now. You know, like this one that he made mocking the First Lady, who speaks 6 languages, Melania Trump, in 2018. You might recall. Take a look.
I kind of feel like this was just the straw that broke the camel's back.
Thank the First Lady, Melania, who has done an incredible job. She worked so hard on this event, and so I want to thank you.
Yeah. Not a chance she did one thing to help set that up. She didn't die egg, she didn't feel bad. The only thing she's been working on is...
I kind of feel that. I'm not gonna lie, I can't say he's wrong about that, but he should have ended that comment there.
Is an escape tunnel. No,
that's just fucked up. That's just awful.
Easter celebration would be complete without story time from our First Lady.
This guy just had it coming. I love how these, and it's always the same kind of people. They're so quick to make fun of one side, but they are never, ever gonna make fun of the other side. John Oliver, if you don't know who that is, I used to watch, Stephen Colbert, but I noticed that any time something happened to, for example, Bernie, he was never on that train, ever. And I was like, that's not okay. If you're gonna attack one side, do it equally. Don't sit here and try to play the devil's advocate here. This is ridiculous. You're not gonna gloat on one side and shut down the other, you know? You could be a comedian all you want. You can make fun about whatever you want, but be aware that if you advocate for death, that's not okay, number one. And number two, when the person is the president of the United States that had already gotten a show shut down for similar comments, don't be surprised if you lose your job too. You could have freedom of speech, yeah, sure, but that's not going to protect you if you lose your job.
Never stop exploring, cause life would be boring. Be clever and curious, just like a cat. Ask lots of questions about this and that.
Because he got the Stephen Colbert show shut down. What did you think would happen if you kept poking a bear? I don't understand like why you would even tempt it.
These and that.
Because now, since this show has been shut down, and this show's been around since 2003, that should be a pretty big indicator that if you want to sit here and keep poking Trump and keep, doing this stuff, and I think that if it hadn't have been, Charlie Kirk, if it had been that kind of situation, he would have been fine. But he was really close to Charlie Kirk, and he lost Charlie Kirk, so I could understand why he would feel the way he did.
Kimmel's recent vile remarks about Charlie Kirk's assassination, it should come as no surprise, given his lengthy history of mocking conservatives, Republicans.
The Chris Rock and Will Smith incident, what's this?
Never-ending Trump bashing, which is why his ratings sucked.
I'll give you a take on that as soon as we're done with this. We got like 3 minutes left of
Take a look.
We definitely know who wins Time's Sexiest Alleged Murderer of the Year. That would go to Luigi Mangione, the suspect in the shooting of the CEO of United Health.
Look here. I want to say one thing. I agree with everything Luigi Mangione did, except for killing the CEO. The minute he went out and harmed somebody is where he lost me. I agree with everything about the healthcare, about the problems he had. It sucks, it does. But you just can't go out and kill people, man. It doesn't solve anything. And it didn't solve anything in this instance because you know what happened to the CEO? He died. He left a widow, and they just got somebody to replace him.
Healthcare, who's become the
It solved
hottest
nothing,
killer
and you just took
in America.
you just
Let's
took
be
a person's
honest,
life.
It was a terrible
It's not
night
worth
last night. It was a terrible night for women, for children, for the hundreds of thousands of hardworking immigrants who make this country go.
I mean, if they're legal, that's fine. If they're legal immigrants.
For healthcare, for our climate, for science, for journalism, for justice, for free schools, new Tesla vehicles. Please don't vandalize. Don't ever vandalize Tesla vehicles. And so Elon Musk has been making the rounds in the right-wing media to try to appear to be a
Great news for America. The ratings challenge, Jimmy Kimmel's show, is canceled. Congratulations to ABC for finally having the courage to do what had to be done. Kimmel has zero
Damn, bro, Trump is being merciless.
Worse ratings than even Colbert, if that's possible. Now, the left already, starting with Humpty Dumpty, fake news, CNN, J.B. Pritzker, Gavin Newsom, predictably claiming this is conservative censorship. The MAGA crowd, Donald Trump got Jimmy Kimmel. That is false.
No, he got himself. He got himself because he couldn't keep his foot out of his mouth. That's what happens whenever you... I know a friend that worked at Walmart, and he posted something negative about a supervisor, and he got instantaneously fired and banned from ever working at a Walmart again. Welcome to the normal American life, buddy. That's what happens when you're a normal American and you say something negative about somebody. It backfires on you. Any job, if you are a teacher and you get a picture taken of you holding an alcoholic beverage, you will instantaneously be fired and blacklisted from being a teacher. Big surprise that in a society where you are actually making people be held accountable for what they're doing, that it's unbiased. Big surprise. This is how it should be. Okay, so let's get that take on, what was it? I mean, it probably is to pull away from the Epstein files. Sure. But Fox News has been keeping up with that too, for the most part. Will Smith, Chris Rock. That's right. That's right. Let's see what we got here. Oh! Oh, that's right. It's the slap, right? Okay.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she
keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
loses, he can't.
Yo, I'm sorry, dude. It was wrong. Okay.
G.I. Jane 2.
There it is.
All right.
There it is. See, look, he's laughing right here. She is not laughing. Look, watch.
That was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard.
Oh. And just like that, he ruined his entire life. And you know what's even more jacked? Come to find out, she was in a entangled what was that? Was it entangled? Well, what did she call it? She called it something stupid. It was something stupid. Why was Will Smith's wife cheating on him? Was it an entanglement? There's something weird. The way she worded it, it was so stupid. Well, I hate to break it to you, But you can't live in a society where if you hear something you don't like, you walk up and slap somebody. Because if we did that, it'd be absolute anarchy. Regardless of what it is, Chris Rock was completely, I had to make sure his name was right, was completely in the right for making the joke. And Will Smith could have taken it up after the show and been like, yo, man, can you not do that? You know, they could have talked it out like civil human beings. But instead, he decided to walk up there and slap Chris Rock in front of thousands of people and get himself banned. That's not okay. It shows that you can't be professional even whenever you want to be unprofessional. The biggest thing that anyone can do if for any kind of movement, and they take this to heart, and it's the reason why I practice every time I come up on this stream, is to make sure you sound reasonable, sensible, keep the foul language out of your mouth, and don't look like a fool. Looking like a fool means like the LA protests that turned into riots once the cars started burning into the pavement at 3 in the afternoon. No one's going to want to follow you because you're a buffoon. You're an idiot. To what we are seeing today, just on a... Yes. The freedom it gave him and his family. I mean, yeah, but he got lucky because Chris Rock didn't press charges. Think about if he had been arrested, although he's rich, so I doubt that would happen. I love how people like to say, well, it's because they're white, they won't get arrested, or it's because they're, you know, a certain race, and it's like, nah, dude, it's because he's rich. That's what it's always about. It ain't got nothing to do with about skin color. It got everything to do about how much money they got, how much money their parents had. That's what it matters. It never matters about skin color, at least not nowadays. It's capitalism, baby. That's what it's always about, capitalism. How much money they've been given to the department. But now, you can't run a society where people just do this. We wouldn't be a society for very long. We'd be the purge. We'd be the forever purge, actually. That's how it would look. There are laws in place for a reason. You have to follow those laws. Everyone should be forced to follow those laws. Unbiasedly. Murphy, guys. Slap each other. But, so check this out. Did you know that in Texas, you can actually fist fight somebody if both parties consent? You can have a brawl. It's a thing you can do. Legally, you can do it in public. You could even call the police. And there's a reason why a lot of people don't talk about this, because they're going to advise against it. But you can call the police and have a police officer, like, make sure no one's going to get killed. I believe that if you have a problem with somebody, put on some boxing gloves, man. Get in the ring with them. Hash it out. Put on some, like, protective gear. Instead of trying to make this even more violent, dude, have fun with it. Yeah, like, there's no reason to actually kill somebody. You could hash things out without ever even having to, like, resort to anger. That's why a lot of people, whenever Kirk was killed, they were so cheerful about it, is because, like, anybody that would step up to that mic to sit there and debate with him would just get absolutely destroyed. Because he's not a fool, and he can't be emotionally manipulated into thinking that he is one. Death is never the alternative. It should never come to that. But if it does, it's because somewhere along the way, someone jacked up.
Network are taking Jimmy Kimmel Live off the air indefinitely. This follows a controversy over comments the late-night comedian made Monday night about Charlie Kirk's suspected killer and the MAGA movement and their reaction to the assassination. Let's get straight to CNN's chief media affairs correspondent, Brian Stelter. Brian, what is going on?
That's right. This is fast developing this afternoon, Jake, amid pressure from the Trump-aligned FCC. And in the past few minutes, ABC confirmed to CNN that Kimmel's show will be off the air, quote, indefinitely. We have not yet heard from Kimmel or his representatives. That's how quickly this has been developing. But
yeah, I was kind of shocked whenever I saw it. I was like, God dang, dude, they pulled that quick. Disney was just not right. Isn't NBC Disney? Oh, ABC. Sorry, ABC. Is ABC under Disney? Yeah. Bro, Disney was like, nah, bro. Can't be doing that.
And look at what Kimmel actually said on the program that has caused controversy. This is from Monday night in his Monday evening monologue. Kimmel suggested that the alleged
G.I. Wade, glad
Charlie
you're
Kirk,
doing.
might have been a pro-Trump Republican. He said, quote, the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this
All right, man, enjoy the rest of your day, William.
Kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. He said in between the finger pointing, there was grieving. Kimmel was expressing what we've heard some other liberals say in recent days, that the motives are unclear and that maybe...
Did it? The FCC? Let me see. What does the FCC have to do with this, though?
This case,
I do know that the thing with it is I'd imagine that it would be really hard for him to go to another show simply because people are scared right now of being sued by Trump, because Trump won like a $12 million suit because of this.
Was a Republican or was some sort of far-right fringe figure. Of course, there has been a lot of discussion about that in recent days. There's a lot of evidence pointing in other directions about the suspect. But Kimmel was on the air talking about this, making a very serious commentary amid his jokes in his monologue Monday night. Here's where it became interesting earlier today. The FCC chairman, Brendan Carr, went on a far-right webcast and condemned Kimmel.
The FCC oversees the tens of millions given to the ABC and NBC. Ah, now we're getting somewhere. I'd imagine whenever a couple of those millions became part of Trump's salary, they were like, nope, time to go. I get it now. Ah, that makes sense. We're cooking with gas now, are we?
To suspend him. He also talked about possible regulatory punishments of Disney because...
Damn! Regulatory punishments? Bro! Yo, Trump is going for blood. Jesus.
Different stations that have licenses with the FCC. Within the past hour,
he's talking about it right now.
Big owner of stations that have affiliations with ABC, a company called Nexstar, saying that they were going to suspend Kimmel's show on their stations. So in other words,
Jesus. So like this was a very complex, very methodical plan to just get this guy out of here, I guess. It was just, dang.
2 stations were refusing to air Kimmel's show tonight as a result.
That's the reason why. Because the stations themselves are refusing. Even if he got hired by another place, there's a good chance that they won't air him. Just like what happened to The View. And just like what happened to Stephen Colbert.
Of this controversy. And then following word that some of those stations were basically revolting against Kimmel, Disney, the parent company of ABC, decided to yank the show entirely. So that's all we know.
They just killed the show. Damn. That's kind of crazy. They did it so quick, too.
The moment we know that Kimmel will
They didn't even give him another season. They just pulled the show straight up. Like Stephen Colbert has like 1 season left, but at the end of the season he's donezo. They just straight up murdered the show.
On the air tonight, or for the
they like pulled that bitch in the back of the shed and popped it in the back of the head. You know what I'm saying?
Indefinitely.
Brian, just to take one issue, your interpretation of what Kimmel said, I think, is the one that Brendan Carr had and the one that the individuals at Nexstar have. But what he said specifically was, quote, the MAGA gang is desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. That can be read in several ways. That could be heard in several ways. It could also be it could also be argued. He's saying
it really sucks to see people hate Stephen Colbert because, like, bro, whenever I worked at the fire station, I would always listen to his shows on the way up to the fire station because it was like a 45-minute drive. But that's kind of where I started learning that he only really advocated for one side of the pizza. And I was like, that's no bueno, guy. That's no good. That ain't good. We're gonna just ban you. Can't be saying that, brother. Submit. Yeah, or just gonna report you because you're dumb. Boom. There we go.
what the MAGA gang is doing is just trying to make sure that they don't have any ownership of it, not necessarily that this killer, this horrible person, was part of them. I mean,
I think you're making a very important point.
Yeah,
you're making a very important point. And let's take it a little bit step further. This was all on Monday night. Nobody seemed to notice this yesterday, Jake. This all erupted in the past 2 hours when the Trump-aligned FCC chairman...
Yeah, like, that's what kind of caught me off guard, is that this didn't happen over the course of, like, a week. This happened in, like, hours. It happened so quick.
Now, I've heard from him in the past few minutes, Brendan Carr, thanking Nexstar for doing the right thing by yanking the show. He has not yet commented on ABC yanking the show altogether across the entire country. But let's remember that when Stephen Colbert's show was canceled over the summer, what did President Trump say? He said, next up will be an even less talented Jimmy Kimmel. It is clear that pro-Trump allies have been trying to target ABC over Kimmel for several weeks now, and tonight they've prevailed.
Yeah, Brian Stelter, thanks so much for that breaking news. Let's go right to the panel. And let me first start by showing, I wondered what was going on earlier today when I saw...
Yeah, I was going to say, like, but it didn't just, they didn't just fire Jimmy Kimmel. They fired the entire staff. I can understand no one really cared about Jimmy Kimmel because he's rich, but the staff kind of didn't deserve that. Yeah, he can. He can still do a show on YouTube. He can.
This pop up on Twitter. This is the FCC chairman, Brendan Carr, on a far-right podcast talking about what Kimmel's comments were. Let's roll that tape.
You know, when you look at the conduct that has taken place by Jimmy Kimmel, it appears to be some of the sickest conduct possible. Obviously, look, there's calls for Kimmel to be fired. I think, you know, you could certainly see a path forward for suspension over this. And again, you know, the FCC is going to have remedies that we could look at.
Joe, are you comfortable with the FCC playing this role?
I don't think this is a legal issue.
I think that it's only a matter of time before you start making comments online that advocate for death and violence, and then the FBI starts knocking on your door, honestly. And I think that it's a long time coming, and it needs to happen. That's how you shut this down. You cut it from the base of the tree. You want to sit here and make comments that advocate for death and violence and this crazy nonsense online on these comments, and then the FBI starts knocking on people's door, you'd be surprised at how quick it stops. It's no longer a matter of talking about it when people are actively going out and hurting and killing people. It's not. You can't even say it is anymore because someone died because of it.
issue. I don't think this can be pointed to the FCC or the Trump administration and say, well, this is about them going after Kimmel because of what he said. Personally, I think it's more of a cultural issue. And I got to tell you, look, I'm about as moderate.
I think you're right. I think that this is only going to end because, like, look here. Look here. Let me give some examples of how this isn't working. Okay, stop it. So how many poor people, like average Joes like me and you, get killed every day and nothing ever changes, right? You never see it on the news because it happens so often. I mean, sometimes you do, depends on how bad the killing was, right? And you start killing these rich people with all this money and wealth involved. You're going to start seeing some rights getting pulled away from the American people. That's the only way this changes. Remember, it's not about left and right civil war. That's the way they want it. What they don't want you to do is see it as poor and rich. You know why? There's a reason why there's only 1% of people in America that's rich. And they want to keep it that way too. That's what this is really about. And they're going to spin it however they can to take as many rights as they can away from the American people. That includes amendments as well. There's a few of them rich people that understand, you know, how it really works. But they're very far and few in between. And a lot of them got that way from starting from scratch. Like, these aren't the kids of the rich people. These are the rich people that got there by winning the lottery and investing or managed to make millions, kind of like Elon Musk. Musk would be a good example. He was poor, and then he built his own company from scratch. Those are the people that understand what's really happening and what's really going on. Is that they're going to spin this to look however way they can. But either way, if you look at the base idea of it, if poor people keep killing rich people, amendments are going to start vanishing whether we like it or not. Then there's going to be a bigger problem. Then there's going to be a civil war. It's going to be just like how Britain was. And I'm not advocating for violence, but you got to stop going out and advocating for death, dude, because it's causing a lot of problems, and it's only going to cause more and more as this progresses. Got to stop doing it. That's right. All the sharks from the Shark Tank. Another good example.
A Republican as you're going to get. I'm from New York.
Got to stop doing it, man. Okay, last one on... isn't the last one on Kirk?
Over the past several hours, and we do have more that is now coming into the newsroom. This coming in courtesy of the Associated Press.
Is there any more? Hold on. Premium news. Antifa as a terrorist organization. What the fuck is Antifa? What is Antifa? I've heard the name, I just don't know what it is. Left-wing, anti-fascist, and anti-racist political... Oh, shit. So that's kind of like what that assassin was part of.
Sick, dangerous, radical.
It makes sense for them to be considered a terrorist group because their motives are forms of terrorism.
Trump was talking about...
Big surprise, they got classified as a terrorist. Whoa, who saw this coming?
Making sure
definitely
we
not
tone down
me.
the violence. And if you are going to be violent, then you could be put in a category of a terrorist. And he said he's the...
Amen to that. I feel the same. I want affordable insurance. I want lower prices on food and gas. You give me that and I'm a happy camper, all right? I want to be able to afford a house too. That'd be nice.
Antifa is sick and dangerous, and Antifa will be designated a major terrorist organization. He said, I'm pleased to inform our many USA patriots that I am designating Antifa a sick, dangerous, radical left disaster as a major terrorist organization. I will also be strongly recommending...
If y'all liking this stream, hit the like button, by the way. It helps out a lot. Please hit the like button. sub to the channel. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to noon. We're always chit-chatting.
That those funding Antifa will be thoroughly investigated in accordance with the highest legal standards and practices. Thank you for your attention on this.
It doesn't surprise me that he would classify this Antifa as that. It doesn't surprise me that he would classify Antifa as a terrorist organization. Their motives are politically charged and they're advocating for death and violence. My God, I could not spit that out.
So 2 things on this. First of all, this is long overdue. It's
It is. I absolutely. This guy is so based. I'm sorry. Like, I don't really care too much for anybody else. This guy is so based.
Ideology. If you remember the Summer of Love, that was many of those people were Antifa.
And he talked about doing it then.
That's exactly right. And now he's back in the presidency. He's making it happen. They're domestic terrorists. They set things on fire. They assault cops. And there was no
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Consequences. The second thing about this that makes
Look,
it
you could protest peacefully all you want. The minute you start blocking off roadways and burning cars into the pavement and throwing rocks and bricks at police officers, you're a rioter, dude. Like, there's no question about it.
Now that they're a domestic terrorist organization, now you can go after the people that are funding it, the RICO cases. And many people have said, George Soros.
Well, that's what happened to the LA riots. Whenever Trump was like, I'm going to start going after the people that are funding this, bro, the riots evaporated. Because they're all paid. Well, not all of them, but a good portion of them are paid people. Like, why else would a truck drive by and leave a bunch of signs for people to pick up? Someone's paying for it. Someone's paying for the protesters. Of course. There's some rich people in power trying to make sure that this goes as unhinged as possible. It's what they do. Of course.
Let's evaluate him and all his Open Society and all of these organizations that are funding these underground groups.
When Christopher Wray came out and said Antifa is an ideology, it's not a group, we're about to find out if he's wrong or right. Because we don't really have a category for domestic terrorist organizations. Al-Qaeda comes here in our country. Right. They're a terrorist organization, but it's a foreign organization in our country. So this is new. Number 2, I would just, these pasty-faced kids that go into Starbucks and wreck the place.
And it may not even be rich people in America. You do realize that there are bots that are designed to go to channels and advocate for violence that are from foreign countries. Literally, that's all they do. They're not even real people, they're just bots. They're trying to figure out how this is even happening. So, like, if you're a normal Joe and you watch, for example, Stephen Colbert, and then you've got somebody advocating for death in the freaking comments, and you're already, like, a little unhinged, and you immediately just take it and run with it, thinking that you're talking to a bunch of people that all feel the same way, and big surprise, you're probably the only one there that's real.
Seattle and Portland, I would like to see you sit these kids down. Usually a lot of them are overprivileged, and you sit there and go, who funded you? How much you getting paid?
Exactly. And it's always the same. It's usually the same kind of people, too. Like, you see these weirdos with these bright pink hairs and all this crazy stuff, and they're always like, if they had a job, if protesting isn't their job, then it would be like them working like a couple days out of the week and making a couple $1,000s from that. They're so privileged. It's ridiculous.
Build it like that.
They just have too much time on their hands.
How did you guys form? Why do you all wear black? And then you find out what's behind it. And I think it's going to go to a certain funding. These guys aren't rioting for free. They're not paid. That's why it's important.
Well, real quickly before we move on, to your point, you're right, Brian, that we don't have the domestic terrorism in that sense. But the past administration, they were looking at mom groups.
I know.
They were talking about, by the way, we got new revelations about them targeting Turning Point, FBI, going after them. Pro-life groups, they were labeling them as domestic terror. By the way, there was no evidence of this happening. White supremacist groups that they were claiming in the military and all that as domestic terrorism. They did investigation, didn't find anything on it. These people actually set things on fire.
Well, Antifa is
that's the problem. It's all fun and games whenever it's just an online chat, but now that people are dying and there's riots going on, things have to change. They have to change. There's no allowing this to happen. It's not how the world works, man. You can't just burn cars into the pavement and not expect any kind of repercussion from this. No, that's not. Absolutely not.
Anti-fascist, and it's a violent group. They're in the shadows. They wear these masks, and then they go in and they spark violent riots.
So meanwhile, President Trump announcing plans to designate Antifa as a terrorist organization, saying this, quote, "I am pleased to inform our many USA patriots that I'm designating Antifa as a sick, dangerous, radical left disaster as a major terrorist organization. I will also be strongly recommending that those funding Antifa be thoroughly investigated in accordance with the highest legal standards and practices." Fox News contributor Ben Dominich joins us now. Ben,
and I want to make this very clear. I'm not left or right. I haven't voted in my entire life, and I'm 30. I think that both the candidates we would have gotten are a joke. I think Trump is a joke. I do. But if Americans are dying because they're exercising their freedom of speech, then we got a problem on our hands. We got a big goddamn problem. You got to be blind not to see that.
Ideology. They're a violent group. This was the right move, right?
Well, yes, it was. Lawrence, I will caution that, this is a move that the president actually made near the end of his term in 2020, though at the time that he made it, there wasn't really the opportunity to lean into it the way that I believe this second administration is going to. Namely that Antifa...
And to be quite frank, if there was another election and Trump was able to run again, I wouldn't vote for him again. Because I feel like a lot of what he's saying is bogus. He's saying that, like, all these tariffs are supposed to lower, the economy, getting all the immigrants out are supposed to lower housing. I haven't seen any of that. So, like, as far as I'm concerned, the only thing that he might be able to help America with is, hopefully getting this nonsense to stop.
Point is not just some vague ideology, as we were told by Christopher Wray and others at the time.
Right.
It's actually an organized group, and they've performed organized activity across the country in attacking, multiple different places, cities, and facilities, including most recently in North Texas, where someone attacked an ICE facility there. This is a situation where you have these domestic terror cells that are organizing online, and they deserve to be investigated, particularly when it comes to the financial backing that they receive, which really has been a black box to this point. We deserve to know more about how they're getting funded.
Ben, why do you think there was hesitance from the politicians as well as not the rank and file law enforcement because they know it, but the political appointee law enforcement to do this?
Well, I think that one of the things that has been an item of awareness for quite a long time is that this last administration under Joe Biden leaned heavily into targeting various conservative groups, right, Christian groups, and the like for all sorts of investigation. Really, I think in many instances abusing their power and framing them falsely as white supremacist groups.
Yeah. It's always the same thing. It's always the same thing. What is this? Negotiation. Had plan. Well, I mean, that's kind of obvious. You don't. Kirk shooting, firing squad. 48 minutes ago. Hold on, wait a minute. There's also, what is this?
Here too, live now from Fox.
Bro, fix y'all's audio. What is that nonsensical noise coming out of his mouth into my ears?
Mac, let's turn our attention as the DA in Utah yesterday calling it an American tragedy, the fatal shooting of conservative activist Charlie Kirk.
48 minutes ago.
Exactly a week ago on the campus of Utah Valley University.
You got a verdict?
We did see some of the charges being filed yesterday, including aggravated murder, which potentially carries being put to death, of course, the death sentence, the death penalty in this case, a man accused of it, as the attorney Jeff Gray calling the murder American tragedy in this press conference, talking about...
Yeah, because his kids were there. Violent offense in the presence of a child, that makes sense.
Some of these charges. Let's be joined right now by Deseret News reporter Dennis Romboy. I appreciate your time here on Live Now from Fox, and the district attorney said he made this decision independently, saying there was no influence from others on what they're seeking. Can you just speak to some of the history of the death penalty in Utah and what the DA is seeking?
A defendant, a convicted killer, could choose a firing squad
and then that was rescinded in 2004. So the only option was lethal injection. However, in 2015, the Utah legislature reinstated the firing squad as an option only if the drugs are not available for a lethal injection. And that's where the law stands currently.
And how important was it for the DA there, Jeff Gray, to speak to that, saying it was
circumstances under which...
How is his mic better than yours, guy? This is a normal person. He got a better mic than you. You got to be working for, like, what, a $500 million company?
A county attorney could file aggravated murder charges that carries... We didn't know if there's an active shooter situation right after this.
Hopefully the hearing is quick. I'm hoping that it's quick. I want to see what happens. I want to see what he actually gets charged with. Didn't Luigi's trial start? I thought Luigi Mandaloni or whatever, I thought his trial started. Do we have a verdict on that? I don't even know how to... Is it like L-U-I-G-I? Mangione. Mangione, hearing looms. New York court. State of terrorism charge, dropped by judge. It doesn't seem like we got a verdict yet. Court. I know that his court started yesterday. Tosses 2 murder charges. That's crazy. Midwest Safety, let's go. This is crazy. Using drugs.
Go down the window. HA58, will you send me another Uncle for it? Hey, we need to talk. Set that stuff down, okay? I need your driver's license. I need you to open the door for me, okay? Hey, open the door.
Oh, she's shaking it.
Hey.
What does she have?
HA58, she's trying to take off from me if people can expedite. Open the door
How
now.
does this even start? Did she, like, get pulled over or something? Ooh, he's hauling, bro.
Put the car in park right now.
Check out Midwest Safety, by the way. Great channel. Check them out. Give them a like. Go ahead and sub to them because they're just cool like that.
Park right now. Put the car in park right now.
Oh!
Don't do that.
Hello.
Put the car in park right now. Open your door.
Damn, he is hauling. Bro, what is it with these damn glass breakers that don't ever seem to want to work on these cars, man? Man, these poor police. Them budget cuts must have hit hard, huh?
Car in park right now. Put the car in park.
I wish we had seen what happened prior to the cop walking up to the window. Like, was it a pullover, or did someone call and they went to the gas station? And saw her there?
Walk her in and bring someone to break the window.
Oh, there's another cop.
Sorry, that was for 49. Turn off the car right now.
He's got that SUV. You're not going to move that SUV once he gets parked.
Turn off the car. You're not going anywhere.
What the hell is she doing?
Don't reverse. Hey, stop.
Oh!
Hey, stop your car!
Oh, damn, we got a chase, boys! Oh, she's gone.
I want you to ran 58 car. She's taking off.
Copy, around 58 vehicle, picking off 1530.
Why is he honking? there she goes. Oh, oh! Damn! That little car got some oomph to it. Oh! Well, there it was. What the hell was she thinking? What is she even doing?
Put your hands!
Oh, you dropped your phone? Bro grabbed his phone. Hold on, wait a minute. Bro grabbed his phone before he ever put the gun up. Man, you can see priorities right there, baby. Let's go. Oh, no. You know they must have talked to him about that. There's no way.
Kill sirens, guys. Kill sirens. We're in the Via 313. One at gunpoint. She's still in the car.
At Via 13 Pizzeria.
Show us your hands! Hands!
Hey, guys. Let's call her back to Duffield's car.
I wonder why she even stopped.
Right now!
Hey, I'm coming over there.
Don't bring to the 10th floor!
Damn. Reaching around. Maybe she dropped something?
K9, if you don't come out of the car, you're gonna get bit.
Oh, they got the dogs, bro. They got the dogs.
Come out with your hands up.
It's doggy time. Oh! Ooh. I don't think the window's open, though. It's not going to be able to get in there. Why would you release the dog right there? Because, like, there's no way for... Because now, like, look, I'm not going to doubt why they released the dog, but if you release the dog, and let's say I was in a situation where I was in a vehicle, and you just let a police dog out, why the hell would I step out of my car? Damn dog's gonna bite me. I'm not gonna do that. That shit hurts. Why would you, you know?
What is it? Did you just she just injected a needle into her arm?
Female injected a needle into her arm, 1532.
She did that several times while she was with me.
Not sure if we advise dog out.
Yeah, that is true. What if, because like the car could still be moving, like, what if she backed up or like, you know, hit the dog? The vehicle's not disabled. Like, why would you do that? I don't really think I agree with what he did to release that dog. There was no reason to release that dog or even have that dog out unless she was on foot running. He should honestly grab that dog and put it back just in case she takes off again. But that's just my opinion. I guess the dog came back.
He's reaching under the airbag, throwing items in the back seat, and still in the glove box.
Target team moving up. I'm going low.
Copy, reaching under airbag, throwing items in the back.
She looks just genuinely out of it. She was kind of like that whenever the guy rolled up behind and tapped on the window to tell her to lower the window.
Dog in, dog in.
Just so you're aware, we have a Discord. Join the Discord. You can recommend videos in there. You can drop the links to videos in the Discord. I can react to them. Yeah. Got any breaking news? Drop it in the link is in the chat. You can check it out. Oh.
It's fine. Pull dog out.
Hey, pull the dog out.
Why does this dude keep putting the damn dog in there? Why? What are you going to solve by putting the damn dog in that car, bro? What are you doing? Guy's actually kind of pissing me off now. Get out of here with the damn dog. Oh, get the damn dog out of the car.
I I can see her hand. She just has a phone in her hand right here. She's got a phone on this. Can't open.
What are you doing?
Hey, unlock. Okay, I'll unlock it.
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Get on the ground. Watch out for the dog.
I guess you're right. I guess he just wanted to use the dog.
There's a lot of openness.
But they need to take that dog away from him, bro. I don't understand why he let that dog up in the car like that. That didn't solve anything. She had her hands up. It just made the unnecessary thing just take longer than it needed to.
Yeah, she was just sitting there injecting needles in her arm while I was trying to get her out.
Hey, you okay?
Oh, I'm good.
I saw her hit you hard. You all right? She hit Stan hard.
Damn, she scraped the bumper off his car. Dang.
I'm good. I saw her hit you hard. You all right? She hit Stan hard.
Man, talk about some heavy-duty vehicles, huh?
There'll be 2 1050s.
3 1050s.
Careful for needles, guys.
It's a motorcycle cop.
No, that was before. I'm saying, what was that? When I was just sitting at the gas station.
Well, I'll read you your Miranda rights and we can have a chat, okay?
For what?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand these rights that I read to you? It's a yes or no question. You can say no. Yes, no, maybe so.
It's kind of funny that they even still bother reading them their Miranda rights because most states made it to where you have to know your Miranda rights. So, like, you can no longer get out of jail if they don't read it to you. That used to be a thing, and they fixed that real quick.
All right, cool.
I don't know if it's time for me to talk to you at all. I see someone's down and stuff, but this is one of my employees' cars, so if you guys need...
Are they aware?
I honestly saw what was going on, and I grabbed my key and locked the front doors and stuff.
Smart.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's him right over there. He has really bad luck with his cars, with people hitting them, so... Yeah, I think in my rush... Oh, no, in my rush to lock the doors, I think I probably got myself with the screwdriver a little bit. Yeah, that's fine.
Screwdriver?
Yeah, it's...
Yo, you had the same question, like, what? You lock your door with a screwdriver?
An Allen key, but we were in a hurry. One of my prep girls said that she saw a second individual get out of the car earlier, maybe.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
She thought she saw someone get out of the car and, like, take off that way.
At what point?
Before this.
Yeah, have her come out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And have the owner of the
Oh,
car.
he must have saw the police officer and then booked it.
Yeah.
Dude, we don't have any cars left. I will take the weekend off. You can borrow mine. You saw someone. At what point did that person get out of the car?
So I'm pretty sure it was when the cop car pulled up over there. I saw someone get out of the car in a brown hoodie with a gun and then run for it that way. And then I was just,
Brown hoodie, male, female.
Oh, damn.
And that way? Could you just do name, phone number, and date of birth?
So that was either the dealer that gave her the stuff, or it was somebody that didn't want to get caught.
Description of those.
Because they knew what was coming.
I'm gonna go check with the gas station now for footage.
Unless it was a third-party witness, I didn't see anyone else. I didn't see anyone bail, unless I'm blind.
Well, that's a problem you're telling me.
That'd be news to me.
Okay, well, we'll just check.
I walked up and she was literally just using. She was burning on a little can. I was about to inject. She looked up at me and then she instantly put the car in drive.
Yeah, she knew she was cooked. She knew she was cooked.
To figure it out, and then she just backed into my car. Hey, what's your name? You have to tell me your name. What? You can't plead the fifth to telling me your name. If you don't identify yourself, I'm gonna add another charge. Or we can just do this. You were using drugs right in front of me. All right.
Yo, those body cams are awesome. I love, dude, every single police force should have body cams. Because it not only protects them, and it protects the people that they're arresting too, but it also shows them doing the crime. So that way when they sit there and deny it, it just doesn't matter.
That would have video footage? Perfect. We have a report that a male exited the vehicle. as a cop arrived. We'll just double check so I can rule it out.
Sorry,
Okay, officer shows up. That's okay.
You want me to slow it down just a bit?
Just there. Go back.
Oh, sorry. It only records when something moves right here, so it tends to lag, but...
So that person just probably, okay, they're probably associated with their vehicle here
Yeah,
then.
and I was watching. I was in this window, and I never saw any other people around because I pretty much told everyone to go inside at that point.
No known person that left the vehicle.
Yeah, that was a good. I thought that was gonna be me.
Dang.
She swerved at the last second and went to him. I was about ready to just come and end it, and then I was like, "Crap! I don't have my seatbelt on." So I slowed down, and she took that chance to swerve away from me and go straight into him. Wow. Sorry, LT.
Why are you sorry, dude?
It's my call. Yeah, no, I wasn't even in my car, so she just backed into it, and then Stansfield's really the one that took the hit.
Yeah, it seemed like the bumper was going to get damaged during that incident anyway.
Where'd she hit your car? I parked behind her and the pump behind it, and she just threw it in reverse and went straight back. So you can see the push bumpers just messed up and pushed in.
Check video footage. Given is based on motion, so it does jump. But you have DRP. Oh, dude.
Oh, no way.
DRP, who called in and she went up to the car while the ladies passed out. She's reporting it was only a single occupant.
Did we find any loaded needles?
So they weren't able to find anything else.
Got a lighter underneath the can, heroin, and loaded up a needle.
Controlled substance, use or possession with aggravated assault, failure to respond to an officer's signal to stop, 3 counts of possession of a controlled substance, use or possession of drug paraphernalia, 2 counts of interfering with a peace officer, driving with a measurable controlled substance, failure to comply at a vehicle accident or property damage, and reckless driving. Court records indicate she pleaded guilty to 3rd-degree felony charges of property damage with a loss greater than $5,000, failure to respond to an officer's signal to stop, reckless endangerment, and driving with a measurable controlled substance. The rest of the charges were dismissed. On July 16, 2025, she was sentenced to an indeterminate term of not to exceed 5 years in the Utah State Prison for felony charges. However, the prison term was suspended. She was also ordered to be placed in the Utah County Jail for 15 months, but will only serve a year.
Why is it in America we treat vehicles as if they're just cars when in reality they can instantly become one of the...
Oh, yeah, no. They could easily kill somebody. Let me use the bathroom. Okay. All right, let's get it. Oops. Hold on. Body cam right here. Actually, you know what? I wonder if visual steering has anything new.
Those ad blockers are killing YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this is not a title that should really shock you. Ad blocks are not.
That they're saying that that's the reason why everyone's viewer count is like plummeting.
Now, if you ask me, I really don't care if you use ad block on my videos, but it turns out for a lot of my friends, my peers on this platform, YouTube is changing. People's views have been dropping. Now, normally I would look into this situation and think, okay, in most cases, I really don't talk about it because people fall off, okay? It is what it is. I'm falling off, everyone falls off. It comes with time, all right? It is what it is. Now, generally, you can kind of, you know...
I know I was, like I was saying before, I noticed that my views, because I did get one strike and it, you know, I challenged it and it fell off. But ever since August, things just haven't been the same. I was getting lots of views, and now I've noticed my viewer count just plummet. And I was like, it's just because I'm a newer YouTuber, like I've been doing it for so long, you know, it's whatever, I don't really care. But then other people were talking about it, and I noticed Asmon's videos weren't getting as many views, and I was like, nope, there's a problem going on. And they're all trying to link it back to ad blockers. So if you like use an ad block and you watch somebody's content, they don't get the view, they don't get money for it at all.
Deal with that fact or not deal with that fact. It is,
and I guarantee you they did this because of all the YouTubers saying, well, I don't really care if you use an ad block or whatever, but
up to you, okay? YouTube is a platform that ebbs and flows. Throughout my
check out Some Ordinary Gamer.
I have
awesome
had
channel.
Highs, I have had lows, I have then
and yeah, also like depending on the month, some months just do better naturally than other months.
Highs, then had lows. The algorithm that people talk about when it comes to YouTube is kind of fickle, okay? Nobody really knows how it works. It's kind of like a deity, if you will, behind the scenes, a set of mysterious ones and zeros telling you what you should and shouldn't watch, okay? But when there's something that goes wrong, like we're talking about today, where everyone feels it in unison, maybe it goes just beyond the algorithm doesn't love me as much anymore. So a YouTuber known as Josh Strife Hayes, who I'm a fan of, I like, Video Gamer, is somebody that decided to go down this rabbit hole and talk about why viewership dropped. So, long story short, something in everyone's analytics, it seems, showed that the desktop users actually just dropped out of nowhere, okay? In fact, around August, people's like desktop viewership went. This is mostly meant for people at schools or libraries to have a cleaner YouTube experience. So you see how my channel looks over here? You can see that, you know, my last several videos show up. However, you know, this Jeff the Killer video, which, you know, did pretty well, you know, next to it is this Epstein birthday book. Now, if I go to the restricted mode and enable restricted mode, they say that this potentially hides mature videos, okay? Potentially mature videos.
Which is kind of jacked up. Because if it's suitable for all advertisers, you would think that it wouldn't matter.
No filter is 100% accurate. So if I fire up restricted mode, all of a sudden, videos from a month ago start showing up. All right, anything after that, can't really see it. But you can see that really no filter is 100% accurate because they have shown the Epstein cover-up is disgusting video, which, might I remind you, ladies and gentlemen, is about a disgraced human sex trafficker. I'm going to make sure no classrooms should be playing this video because of its mature subject matter. In fact, if I hit the most popular of my videos, you can see that literally the first most popular is Virus Investigations 36. I mean, I could imagine some kid sitting in a library going, oh yeah, that seems kid friendly. I love this. Don't trust online school software as it's a video that's going to be seen in a school or library. Crazy shit. But all right, let's turn off restricted mode here, okay? Because ultimately it is just dog shit. I don't need YouTube to control what I see, so I'm going to turn that off. Now, obviously, restricted mode wasn't the key issue because a lot of people made a mountain out of a molehill on this situation. So really, as of right now, nobody really knows anything. I actually decided to contact my YouTube partner rep. I had a whole call with them about this, and during that call, they were shocked and wilded out that something like this was even happening. Now, usually, I want to remind you guys that when it comes to YouTube, YouTube is such a big organization that it feels like every single like division is split off amongst each other, okay? So you've got the partner managers who sometimes, you know, they're assigned to talk to like the YouTubers, right? And whether it doesn't really matter what your size is. Like, I've pretty much seen every kind of YouTuber have like a partner manager at some point. Really, you just kind of get lucky with your connections over at the site. And that's why sometimes you have YouTubers that go on like Twitter and like fucking scream to the heavens. It's like, please fix my video. And YouTube will be like, hold on, let us confirm. But when I brought us up to my partner manager, they were like, they had no fucking idea what was going on. So immediately, you know, I had this kind of an issue back in the day when something weird showed up in my analytics, like this weird tooltip. I messaged my rep, and my rep was like, I have no idea what's going on. And I'm like, you really don't have documentation to help out right there? And they're like, no, let me email the engineering team. And I don't even think the engineering team fucking knew anything about it at the time. So to give you an idea, YouTube is a very large enterprise where a lot of moving parts are happening. But thankfully, they did announce something 2 days ago, an update on the YouTube view count. So I like it when YouTube acknowledges something. And,
yeah, well, I'd imagine
I want to kind of cover
whenever you've got a lot of people with a lot of viewers being like, yo, what the fuck? When was this uploaded? This was uploaded a day ago, so yesterday.
Okay. So when they talk about restricted mode, first off, it's off by default, and it never really turns on. It must be manually turned on by a user or a network administrator, so somebody at a school or a library, right? Okay. The usage is very small. It was designed for literally schools and libraries. I would imagine most people with their phones or again, their desktop home YouTube experience would not be affected. And it's not used as part of age protection. So with all the AI shit that's happening on YouTube now, restricted mode has nothing to do with it. So then they're like, what could cause some creators to drop in views? You could return.
It's not even some, it's like all of them. All of them have dropped in views, like tremendously.
Baseline, which
like
is
half,
true. You know,
at
some
least
people
by
have
half.
like crazy spikes on YouTube where they're getting like millions of views. And then, you know, that spike sort of tapers off, which is something that everyone who's ever seen that spike experiences, right? You've got seasonal viewing habits where, again, if summer is happening, I watch now are like these 4-hour-long retrospective videos because YouTube enforces some rule like fucking 2 years down the road. And then, you know, I just like to be ahead of the curve, okay? I like to be Nostra fucking
You would think that if you have a YouTube rep, that the least they could do is filter out the paperwork before they just enforce a new rule to the YouTubers, so that way they can make sure they're not going to violate it. You know,
that's when it comes to that shit. But I've noticed that turning off any form of ad blocker usually has me assaulted with advertisements like every 10 minutes. Like, I swear to God, YouTube is worse than fucking television was back in its heyday. You know, the amount of ads that I'm getting is insane. Like, it was the only time that I turned off this guy's video because I'm pretty sure even he didn't put in that many ads into his final.
I didn't even know you could put ads in. That's the crazy part.
Fantasy 7 retrospective. But YouTube clearly wanted to at least earn $100,000 per viewer on that video, it seemed. So it was just stuffed and peppered with advertisements throughout and through. And I just couldn't get through the whole video because really I was doing something and then I would always get like an ad and then I would just like scroll over, skip the ad, if I could skip the ad. And even the quality of the ads on YouTube
is so garbage.
They have. For a lot of these people, getting a sponsor is important. Now, if you know anything of the sponsor game on YouTube, you have to hit like minimum view counts. And usually when you can hit those minimum view counts, you get paid out whatever your advertising deal is. But if YouTube is fucking with the view counts or something is fucking with the view counts where people are losing like 50 to 60% of their viewership overnight, and now it seems...
See, that's the problem, is that it's like 50. It's literally, it looks like 50% of all viewership on the channels are just gone. It's kind of scary looking, dude.
That for some ad blockers, and one user, one YouTuber as well, Theo Joe, pretty great guy, actually brought up a interesting theory as well. When it comes to uBlock origins, the view drops are possibly because of this easy privacy list, adding the URL youtube.com/API/stats/ATR, which is causing the ad blockers to actually fuck up YouTube's ability to track view counting telemetry. And it explains it pretty well, actually, because uBlock Origin is typically something that you would be installing on the desktop client as well. Again, mobile view blockers are a little bit different, not like the desktop. He says that RPM, which, you know, is a revenue per mile, so basically how much you earn per 1,000 views, stays the same because the disappeared views were from ad blockers anyways. anyways, which is why it's weird. You know, I've noticed that, yes, views drop, but the interactions across the board have actually stayed the same. In fact, the money that has been revenued is exactly the same as it has been.
But what sucks about it is that if I make a video and my standard per video is 2,000 views, right? And I've been making the same style of video for, let's say, 3 years. And now all of a sudden I've got 50% viewership and I've only got 500 views on this video. Well, that doesn't look good, first off, because now you've got all these idiots getting down on comments and being like, oh, bots, huh? Oh, bots. And it's like, no, something is going on. And you can't, as a content creator, compare to a prior video because you don't know if it's doing better or worse, because most of the views are gone now, so you would automatically take it and assume, well, this didn't do good at all, maybe I should change up my content. And then you end up alienating people that, you know, like it's just, it's bad.
It's probably dropped a little bit, but, you know, it makes sense with the actual analytics.
It just sucks. It sucks. Because they, like, you go based on your analytics, but whenever you see a 50% drop in your viewers because of a video, or like the content you're making just isn't doing well, and it is doing fine, it's just that you can't see it, that sucks. It actually sucks. Did they not upload anything new? He just uploaded something, didn't he? No, he didn't. I wanted to check out. We could do another. I want to do one more. Where is. Oh, there it is. Goodbye, safety. Man flees when a pervert gets caught in the act. Jesus. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh!
On July 4th, 2000, Michigan, officers from the Van Buren County Sheriff's Office were dispatched to a local property who missed bail of meth possession and weapons offenses. The male has been hiding out in an RV and attempts to escape prison time. After officers obtain a search warrant to enter the RV, they get the most explosive surprise of their careers.
Morgan Parish, Van Buren County Sheriff's Office. We have a search warrant for the property. Come on out with your hands up. Morgan Parish, Van Buren County Sheriff's Office. We have a search warrant for the property. Come on with your hands up.
Oh.
Morgan Parish, coming out with your hands up.
Why do you break the window like that? That's a bad time right there. Keeping your head
Morgan
up in
Parish, Van Buren County Sheriff's Office. Come on out with your hands up. There's fresh smoke in here, so he was just smoking in there. Morgan Parish, Van Buren County Sheriff's Office. We have a search warrant for the property.
Oh, I hear movement. You hear that?
Okay. Yep.
Well, they're breaking out every damn window in this RV.
We're gonna send a dog in. We don't want you or your dog to get bit or hurt.
Whoa! What the hell was
Essentially
that?
one. Hold traffic.
Whoa, where'd the other guy, where'd the other cop go? Bro vanished. Oh.
Be advised, you threw something out that open window.
Okay, clear. I did see a dog come out. Got a search warrant for a subject who's got a warrant. As we entered the residence, he barricaded it, set off an explosion, exited, and then went back in.
Oh, so he left and then somehow
Hands up! Show us your hands up!
Oh.
Come on out! Come on out! It's not worth it! Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So long story short, he's wanted out of Centerville. It's statewide pickup surrounding states. I get information that he's here, make contact with the property owner. Property owner says he's here. Get a search warrant for the RV. As soon as we break a couple windows to let it air out, call him out. And as soon as we get to the door, because the door was locked, he set off an explosion. The fire started going, RV started smoking, and then the fire went out. He opened the door, let his dog out. About 5 minutes later, came out, seen us because I'm off in the woods, and I gave him verbal commands, and he said, "You guys are gonna have to kill me." So
I'll get SWAT team headed that way. We're gonna get. I'm gonna have some people get some armor up there for you guys, and then we'll.
It's gonna be hard to get back here because it's back behind a house. So the Hummer might be able to get right up here. I don't know about the MRAP. Hey, if you're at my squad car, if you just want to continue to give commands over the PA, see if we can talk them out. Hands up!
Oh, there he goes.
895-801.
He's like a rat that dug into a hole, man. You're gonna have to dig him out.
Guys, I cannot tell, but it looks like he may have a small firearm.
He's coming out. He's been picking stuff up out of the yard. Looks like he grabbed the garden hose.
The hell's he gonna do with the garden hose?
Over the next 45 minutes, more officers and SWAT units arrive and surround the perimeter. Police now have to figure out a way to take the suspect in custody without him detonating any more bombs or opening fire on them with any possible firearms he may have in his possession. Their first option they consider is to send a K-9 unit in to neutralize the suspect.
Stay.
I think that's a bad idea. Let's say he's got one of them. I mean, I feel like this might be a better application of the K-9 unit, honestly.
Owner just told me that
I do.
Morgan has a cannon.
Because I was like having that like mental block of like, well, what if, he's got one of the bombs in his hands, but they don't know it at this point that he's got like pipe bombs. So
that he uses to shoot off gunpowder that is still in the RV.
Stay. Seats. Stay.
Under arrest.
Stay. No, stay.
That's right. I need someone to shut down the Morgan Fair.
Kennel up.
Under arrest.
Stay.
Active the campus. I have a telephone number in-house. If I try to call in, let me know if you can hear right at time.
Leave it.
Hopefully this guy's better with the dog than the other guy.
Casey, I'm gonna put the dog up for now. If he's armed, I don't want to send the dog. When he first came out, it looked like he had a gun or something, a small gun. So I don't want to send the dog if he has that. Kennel up. Make sure that AC is cranked up, please. It should be.
Come on, we want to talk to you, Morgan. We don't want to hurt you. Nobody needs to get hurt here. All you got to do is come out and talk to us.
That's SWAT?
Units be advised, he's on the front half of the RV, right inside the door.
You know what's really terrifying about this? Whenever I was part of my academy, they trained us, they told us about how the first thing that terrorists are going to hit, or first responders are going to put booby traps everywhere. This guy could have laced anything around that RV to act like a booby trap. Anything. So, like, it's kind of scary to think that this guy had just had pipe bombs. He could have rigged anything to explode around this RV just by walking up to it.
Morgan, can you come on
Especially with, like, him saying that you're going to have to kill me to take me. That could have been so bad if this guy was had an actual brain cell in his body.
I can't hear you. Can you speak? What's that?
You're in a danger zone, all right? Go ahead back.
Morgan, can you come out? It's not worth you getting hurt over. Why is that?
Interesting.
Well, Morgan, you haven't hurt anybody here.
I know, yeah.
So you're not. All you're being charged with is just for obstruction, just for your warrant.
No, I'm not.
What's that? She's not going back to prison. He said we're in the danger zone. Asked us to back up. Can you at least come
So that
out
was him. I thought it was the other guy that said that. That is not a good sign.
Talk to us? We won't approach the RV. We just want to talk to you. I can't hear you. We don't have a sniper.
Blow you up. He's in the doorway. I'm blowing up.
Oh.
Blow us up, dude.
If he raises that, then you hit him. Okay?
They got non-lethal? What do they have?
RV now.
I'm gonna light it up out here.
Okay, get ready. Get ready. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him.
Hit him again. Come out! Get out!
Get ready. It's there. Get ready. It's there.
Oh!
Stay back. Stay back. That's what you're for the log bomb detonated.
801, just an FYI, he threw it in our direction.
Put your hands up the door! Come out! Come out!
Less lethal deployed.
Another one! No!
Oh, damn, where'd that land? Oh, I bet that bitch was close.
Come out with your
hands up!
Come out! I'm hurt. Come out! Where's your talking? Hands up! Hands, stay commands. Hands up!
Hold!
Hands up! They are. Hands up! Trying to get the tail out of my way, dude.
Everybody hold traffic. Let 8-2 give commands. 8-2 give commands.
Oh my God.
Don't move. Don't move. Don't move.
Hold.
It's kind of funny. Guy was like, "You don't have to shoot me to get me out." The minute that beanbag started bouncing off his fat body, that was all she wrote. That was it. That's all it took.
Back this way, you hit him again.
I can't see. Come around me. Come around my right.
850, your advisor traffic.
Come on. Come to me. Come to me.
Oh, damn. I didn't even see it. Like, whoa, where the... Well, I guess this is the SWAT team, huh? Oh, they got him. They didn't have to kill him either.
My name's Sean. What's your name?
Hey, I wouldn't clear that without a gas mask.
What was that?
I think you're right. I feel like... So, like, whenever you're part of a fire station, usually you go through training every day. There's no usual about it. It's part of the every station standard operating procedures. Every time you get on shift, you automatically go through training, right? Every day. Like, whenever I worked my 48-hour shifts, I went through training every day in the morning. What the routine would be is that you come in, you do your shift change, you check over the truck, then we went and ate, and then we came back and we did the training. And it was usually like at the most like 10, 15 minutes, right? It wasn't long at all. And then we'd wrap up and we'd wait for calls. Oh, we'd have like to do stuff here and there, right? And that's fine. But I feel like police officers should be going through the same thing just to make sure they're proficient in handling situations like this. You should you should train for the worst, expect the worst, so that way when it happens, you're ready for it.
I thought it was a fly biting me.
No, it's my radio antenna.
This is one of our medics, okay? So he's gonna take care of you for now. Okay?
How old are you?
58, well, not 59 now.
Okay. Can you, do you know your first name?
Morgan. I don't want to go to prison for the rest of my life. I didn't do that shit.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have thrown pipe bombs at the police. I mean, come on, man. You probably would have got off pretty easy until you started throwing pipe bombs at the police. Now you're just going to sit in jail for the rest of your life, which is where you belong, because you shouldn't be with the general population making bombs. That's crazy. You're crazy, guy.
I know.
What you're being accused of.
Go right up over here, okay?
I know you guys didn't have nothing to do with it. You're just doing your jobs.
Okay.
But
is there anything else?
Really
is there anything else? Any other type of explosions? Any guns?
Nope.
Any other?
That was it.
That was it. What you threw?
Yep.
Okay. We don't want nobody else getting hurt.
The suspect, Morgan Scott Parrish, was transported to a nearby hospital with minor injuries. He was medically cleared and transported to jail.
Do you understand these charges?
Yes.
He's presumed innocent unless convicted in a court of law.
What he get slapped with?
Trolley problem? Well, it does.
Oh, they don't know? They don't know what he got slapped with? That's okay. That was a good episode. That was a really good episode. Let me see. Do we have any other news? Nothing crazy is going on right now, man. It's great, but it's confuzzling. News. Mob storms ICE HQ, crushed by deportation. Oh, it's that guy. I'm not a big fan of him. What is this? Yeah, what is
listening to President Trump and
because this is going to talk about TikTok. Is the plan still to like take TikTok
at this
away?
News conference here, seeming to suggest when asked if that Alaska summit was a mistake, seeming to say no briefly, and critically here on this issue.
Yeah, certainly. Often OpenAI promising to invest billions, but
affiliate group Kirk.
Shooter may have been part of the MAGA movement, even though authorities had said that he was part of left-leaning ideology. The White House, its rapid
Who cares what party
he
was
suggesting
on?
that some other
I don't care.
U.S. and
He's
free
a killer.
speech in the UK, with the Prime Minister to get that message out.
President Trump, even though, and he responded, even disagreed.
White House correspondent Peter Alexander is joining us. Said, of course.
I think that might be it for the day. We might be getting off here an hour early. I gotta do some stuff anyway. I think we might just call it early today. It's Thursday, man. It's been a crazy week. I got stuff I gotta do off the stream anyway, so we might just call it way early today. Nothing crazy's happened, which is great. I think tomorrow we might bring back the YouTube Shorts. What better time to bring back the YouTube Shorts when nothing crazy, like super crazy, is going on? It sucks that Jimmy Kimmel got his show taken away, but I can't say it wasn't deserved. Can't say it, man. What happens when you play with fire? Eventually you're gonna get burned. Shoot. But I'm gonna roll up out of here. I will be back on tomorrow, bright and early, same time, same place. Y'all stay safe. Have a good rest of y'all's day. And we will be back tomorrow. I need to pull up this. Peace.
Wow.